my crafty friends. All right, we are in the third video of the series, and we are going to take these Dollar Tree signs and we're going to turn them into equestrian signs. So the first one I'm going to show you is My Barn, My Rules, and Don't Be a Quitter. And I made these signs using Dollar Tree signs that I repurposed. All right, so the first sign we're going to make, I'm using this I Need Vitamin C. And I really like this style of sign, and I thought it would be really fun to turn it into an equestrian sign. That's one thing the Dollar Tree doesn't have, is a lot of equestrian sayings. And first I removed the hanger, which I am going to be using later on. So I'm taking the hanger off. And next we're going to make this purple. And this has a lot of surface to cover, so I'm just putting the purple paint onto the sign itself. And even the paintbrush that I'm using for this, I got at the Dollar Tree. So I just want a nice thick coat. This is going to be the base color for this sign, and it's a really pretty dark purple. And next I'm going to take some of that metallic lavender purple that I've used in my other projects, and we're going to make some definition and difference in the color. This will give it a nice shine and add a little something extra to the sign. And once that was dry and had a couple of coats of the Krylon triple thick glaze, then I used my Cricut machine and I pieced together two things. I made this myself. It is an original, but that's what's so fun with the Cricut machine. You can use different fonts and even pictures, like the lady riding the horse. And I just made something that said My Barn, My Rules, and I used permanent white vinyl for the sign. And all I had to do was attach the My Barn, My Rules, basically giant sticker to the Dollar Tree sign. And again, you can see that I'm not having any issues with any of that paint peeling up. And I really have to credit that to that triple thick glaze, the spray paint, because if I didn't use that, I have done projects like this before in the past where the painted surface of the Dollar Tree sign actually peels up. So if you're going to do something like this, I think it's really important to add a coat or two of that triple thick glaze to really secure your paint down. And next I just took some little embellishments that I had also cut out with the Cricut and added those to the sign on the top and the bottom. And there's my barn sign. And it still says I need vitamin C on the back, but that's okay. This is the side that's going to show. All right, so now we have another sign. Life is better at the beach. While that is a cute sign, I want this to be an equestrian sign. So I'm going to remove the hanger. And then I'm going to paint the back of the sign. And this one is going to be a really light purple. So my base coat is going to be white with a little bit of metallic white blended in. These Dollar Tree signs are so much fun to paint, and they accept the acrylic paint so well. So you don't necessarily have to do the front of the sign. If the back has a nice surface, you can just use the back. And then I'm going to add in some darker purple because I want to add some dimension. So the purple blended into the white will give a little bit of extra dimension to this sign. And once that was dry, then I attached the lettering. Now this might seem like a funny phrase to add to a picture, but it has personal meaning to a friend of mine. So that was why I decided to use this. And because this was a gift, I decided to use one of her favorite sayings and put that on this sign. That way she can have this in her barn as a constant reminder to not be a quitter. And if you have a Cricut machine, you can make signs like this. You just have to use your imagination, and you can come up with some really original sayings that are very personal, either for yourself or for friends. So after I added the words, then I added a little horse. Again, I got this from Cricut Design Space. And removing the transfer tape, now I have a really original sign, and it is so cute. And then I reattached the hanger using some beads that I did get from the Dollar Tree. And I have some really unique and original barn signs for my friend's barn. And to go along with the barn signs that I made, I also made some stall nameplates. As well as a bridle and accessory rack, and all of the parts that I used to make these different equestrian pieces of art I did get from the Dollar Tree. And that's one of the best things about the Dollar Tree. You are only limited by your imagination, and you can make anything you want. I hope you enjoyed this series of equestrian related DIY projects, and be sure to come back on Monday for a brand new video.